You're in Braves country.
Good morning, Braves country. Atlanta Braves get a big win last night. Obviously, if you watched it, 3-1, Charlie Morton pitched phenomenally. If you missed the game, 7 innings, which is nice to get 7 innings out of your starting pitcher, right? Especially the guy that you brought in to basically be the stopper, to be the anchor of the rotation. 7 innings, 9 Ks, and only allowed 1 run, which was not earned. And that came in the first inning. After that, he was rolling. The Atlanta Braves end up winning 3-1. They keep pace as the Mets also win their game up against the Colorado Rockies 3-1. The Mets are still sitting in first place. They went out and they did the typical thing that the Mets do, which is they don't score when Jacob deGrom is pitching, right? It's unbelievable how the Mets just do not support this guy. It was his first time back, deGrom, since the injury coming off the IL. He went 5 innings, 9 Ks, 1 earned run, and then the Mets bullpen actually saved the day for them as they get their W. But back to the Braves. By the way, the Mets will take on the Rockies again today, and they will have Marcus Stroman on the mound. And that game is a 7-10 first pitch. He'll be going up against German Marquez, who is a decent pitcher, but you've got to figure that the Mets have a pretty decent chance of winning today as well. So you want to keep pace. The game last night, real quick, we'll get into it, and then we'll move on to tonight. The big thing was the Marcell Ozuna injury. He slid into third base. Looks like he dislocated his fingers. They're flying him back to Atlanta to get reevaluated. They're hoping he doesn't hit the IL. I think it's going to be hard for him not to hit the IL, considering the fact that it was bad enough for them to fly him back. What they're hoping is that they get him back to Atlanta, the swelling goes down, and he can be ready to go in the next few days. They'll have a day off tomorrow, and then they will go to New York. Something tells me that if they thought he was going to be with them for the New York series, they most likely wouldn't have flown him back. So I would assume he's going to hit the 10-day IL bare minimum. Hopefully the swelling can go down. Marcell was really starting to hit the ball well, and so you hate to see that. It was just a goofy play where he went diving into third base and his finger got caught up in the foot, the cleat of third baseman Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. And so hopefully he can come back. But what does that mean for the Atlanta Braves? Okay, so there's a couple of things. The quick fix is to put Adrian's out there in left field, and away we go. But they'll obviously make a move and bring someone up. There is a good chance that we might very well see Orlando Arcia come up for the first time. Now, I was looking over his stats, and I was looking to see what he has been available to play. This year, he's only played third base and shortstop. But I do know that from time to time in his career, he has played in the outfield. They might be able to slide him into the outfield. If not, you would tend to think that if they bring him up, he would be more of a depth guy, and they go with Inciarte in center and Heredia in left. I don't think they're going to bring up Drew Waters because that's not AA's typical MO to bring up Waters, who has struggled. He started to hit recently. It seems like to me that would be a very knee-jerk reaction I don't see them bringing in Waters. It would be exciting for the fan base, and I would love to see it just because it's an exciting thing to do. But is it in the best interest, not only for him, but for the club to bring him up? So I think most likely you'll see a move, something like an Arcia, but that remains to be seen. We'll probably find that out later on this afternoon. I think the quick fix would be obviously just to put Inciarte in center, put Heredia in left. Obviously, Acuna stays in right, and away we go. The Atlanta Braves win yesterday. That was a big win because my fear was that we were going to go into Fenway, a 2-game series, and take 2 on the chin while the Mets are playing at home against the Rockies, and we'd be behind the 8 ball going into the Mets series. So now we've got a chance to actually sweep this thing. We've got a puncher's chance. Drew Smyly's pitched better recently, but you do a little worry when it's a soft toss and lefty going into Fenway with those right-handed bats playing pepper against the Green Monster. So a little concerned about tonight. They're going up against Nick Pivetta. For people who haven't followed him this year, totally different Nick Pivetta than used to pitch in Philadelphia. He's 5-0 with a 3.59 ERA. He's been phenomenal for the Boston Red Sox, and the Braves hope to scratch and claw some runs. I will say this about Pivetta. He doesn't tend to go deep into games, so the opportunity to get into the bullpen. The Braves have also seen him quite a bit, so this isn't something that's going to be new. So is this a case of he's new to a league and people or batters are not used to seeing him, and that's why he's been so successful, or has he really turned the corner? So we'll find out tonight. With Pivetta going, Drew Smyly going, we obviously won't have Ozuna, and Freddie's starting to get the bats going a little bit. You know, last night I would have liked to seen a few more runs, but I am encouraged by what we're seeing by the bats in general, and I think we'll finally get to see what I've been pushing for, which is. Of course, I didn't want it this way, but you're going to see Riley go up in the batting order, obviously. I didn't want it to become because of an injury. I think Riley has earned the slot of the cleanup hitter. It'll be interesting to see if Snitker goes righty, Acuna, lefty, Freeman, and then righty Riley with Albies hitting cleanup. I'd say that's probably how they'll go. If not, you could see Pablo Sandoval, who most likely will DH again. You could see him going up into the lineup. I would say this: when you're in the American League and you have the opportunity, I wouldn't be against giving Freddie or Acuna the day off from the field and making them a DH. Give them a breather, right? But they may not go that route since they are going to have the day off tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I always think it's good for those really good hitters to get a breather from the field when you get a chance to do it, kind of give them more of a different outlook sitting there on the bench watching the entire game. And so Freddie went 2 for 4 last night. I believe he's starting to heat up. Ronald, he's getting his hits. He got the big hit last night that drove in the RBI. Scorcher. He's hitting the ball hard. He just happens to be hitting him right at people. Hopefully he gets going today. And Ozzy, once again, will be on the left side of the plate, and he just needs to be down farther. I won't beat that dead horse today. But it'll be interesting to see if they put Contreras back out there at catcher or if they give him a breather and go with Smith behind the plate. So there you have it. We're going to make this a quick one today. Tomorrow, the Braves are off. We will do a quick show tomorrow, but with them being off, it won't be a long one. We'll be more just reacting to this game tonight. And then, of course, looking ahead to the weekend, Memorial Day weekend right upon us. And I will be doing shows on Memorial Day because, by God, it's baseball and you got to do the Braves. All right. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And thanks for tuning in to Braves Country today here with the Armchair Quarterbacks on YouTube Live. Subscribe, share. We've got a slew of shows that we're doing, and share with your friends. We've got the Payoff Pitch, which is a fantasy baseball analytics show on Saturdays. We're also doing the Chicago baseball show, Neighborhood Play, and Yankees Red Sox show is starting a week from Friday. We will be getting Yankees, Red Sox, and Rays, an American League East show. So we'll see you tomorrow.
You're in Braves country.